Hi everyone, it's Hannah from Hand Yarn Crochet, and today I'm doing a super quick and easy tutorial about how to make this corner to corner crochet shawl. It's a scarf, it's a wrap, it's a shawl. It's basically a beautifully soft and delicate triangle made in a corner to corner stitch, but with a slight difference. So I wanted to show you before we get going that it's not a solid corner to corner traditional block that we're going to be making. We're going to add some lace to it. We're going to add a chain space in it so that it gives it a lovely texture and a lovely drape. Now you can find the written pattern for this over on my blog or as an ad-free PDF, and I'll link in the description all the details that you need. And in the description I'll also say the yarn that I've been using and the yarn that I'm using in this tutorial here today, which is soft alpaca. It's 100% alpaca from Hobie. It's a beautiful yarn. It's a category 1 super fine, nice and thin and easy, and for that, surprisingly, we're going to be using a 5mm or H crochet hook. Now this adds to the texture and adds to the drape, so we need a much larger hook than you might expect for this thin a yarn, and you're going to need a pair of scissors and a needle for your ends. The great thing about this triangle shawl is that you can just keep going until you're happy with the size that you have. So I'm just going to show you the principles of how we increase when we're working these rows, and then you can just make it to whatever size you would like it to be. So to begin with, we're going to put a slip knot on the hook, and then once we have that, we are going to chain 6. Now we're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3 and then 4. So into that 4th chain we're going to work a double crochet, and that's a US double crochet stitch there. Then we're going to chain 1, we're going to skip the next chain, and then into that last chain that we have we're going to work a double crochet. And that is our first block made and our first row done. And then what we're going to do is we are going to turn, which is tricky when it's so tiny at the moment, but it does get much easier. And we're going to chain 6. And then just as we did for the first row, we are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, and then we're going to double crochet in the next chain. Then what we need to do is in the chain 3 that we have on the side of this row here, our first block, we're going to slip stitch into there, and that starts us off for being able to work our next block. So in here we're going to work a chain 3, then a double crochet, a chain 1, and then a double crochet all into the side of that chain 3 space that we have there. And that's our second row complete. So you see we had 1 block in the first row, and now we have 2 blocks in the second row. So each of our rows will get 1 more block, and the number of blocks you have should match the row number that you're on. So then we now need to turn, as I have done, and we're going to chain 6. And then in the 4th chain from the hook, we're going to work a double crochet. We will chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet in the next. And that's how we begin every single row. And I wanted to mention there, actually it happened before, I wanted to mention there, when you're working with a larger hook and much finer yarn, don't worry about it slipping out. Don't panic too much and think you're not doing it right. You're absolutely doing it fine. And in fact, it's really good to have that kind of looseness from your tension there. So now we've slip stitched into the next, and we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to work a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet all into that side of that chain 3 space that we have. And then for the last time this row, we're going to slip stitch into the next chain 3, Then we work a double crochet, a chain 1 and a double crochet all into that last chain 3 space, and that is row 3 complete. So then we're going to turn, and you've probably guessed it, that's exactly what we need to do for the rest of the shawl. We're going to chain 6 at the beginning of each row, but I shouldn't have been talking while I was doing that because I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, perfect. And then we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet in the next one. And then we just carry on working our way down, slip stitching into the chain 3 space, and then we chain 3, work a double crochet, a chain 1 and a double crochet all in that chain 3 space, and then into the next, and then into our last. And that is all you need to know for the entire shawl. So as I say, you can just keep working until you are happy with the size. Having said that, you can see on this one that I'm currently making, it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy and it's all a bit bunched up, and that is absolutely fine. The thing is, with this beautifully fine yarn, what we're going to need to do is absolutely block this. So what I will do with this one is I will get to the point that I think I need it to be, and then I will wet block it before weaving in any ends or anything. And I will allow that to dry thoroughly and then make sure that I'm happy with the size before I weave in my ends, because you'll be really surprised at how much it grows. This is the beauty of this stitch and this design. You can see there when you pull it, this is going to block really nicely to quite a lot bigger than it currently is, and you'll then see the detailing on this. So don't be afraid when you're blocking it to really make it block. But that's all there is to it. I'd love to see your shawl when you've finished it. I'd love to know what yarn you use for it, and of course if you want to, you can change the weight of your yarn that you use for this, because it is just such a simple stitch repeat that you can work it up until it's the size that you would like it to be. So I cannot wait to see your shawls. Come and find me. I'm Hand Jan Crochet, all the places you'd expect me to be, and I will see you again soon.